I met her 86, 87 when the tune came out then, God gave her back to me in 2005. That is a poisonous relationship, the Harvey family, generally seen as the exemplification of solidarity and familial love, is currently knee in a twirl of murmurs, and hints specifically the prattle about Steve and Marjorie Harvey's alleged slit has flung Lori Harvey into the spotlight. Her comments flipped around all that this sensational shift has many scrutinizing the unpredictable elements at play inside the superstar family. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Secret Life Station. And enhancing the dramatization, Tashika Pundit, with a remarkable standing, has rattled into the conversation. She has of late alluded to Steve having a mysterious illicit relationship with, as a matter of fact, his confidential cook, given Steve's previous, where he's been forced to bear comparative chat. There's an uncomfortable load to Tasha's case, making fans keep thinking about whether there's shoot where there's smoke. Use the remainder of your existence with is the absolute most significant choice you will at any point make on the grounds that your other half will either. And afterward, there are Steve Harvey's obscure words adding more layers to this all-around tangled story. Recollect when he said a man just genuinely develops for that one unique lady? Well, eyebrows are raised, assuming Steve venturing out. Does that infer Marjorie probably won't be his definitive the one? It's something worth mulling over and a tempting piece of the riddle. Kindly welcome the chick of my fantasies, my better half. Applause. Marjorie, now the planning of this entire display can't be disregarded. The Harveys, typically the best quality level of a caring relationship, particularly with their affection-doused virtual entertainment presence, appear to be on show. A couple of breaks in their veneer. It makes one wonder, have they been setting up a front? Or is this simply a stage that will pass? Sources from the internal circles, the ones who see behind the velvet draperies, have spilled some tea too. They hint that this stylish pair has been grappling with issues secretly for some time now. The persistent spotlight, combined with shadows from their past, may be adding pressure to their security. Might the tensions of Hollywood have an impact in their unfurling show? You at some point know, I sort of felt like you planned to presumably take that place. Obviously, there are different sides to each currency. Many contend that these charges are only a lot of foolishness, an endeavor to simple the Harvey name. However, at that point, others accept this might be an uncommon top into the watched real factors of the Harvey family. Yet hold tight, that is not every one of the fresher, considerably additional singing bits of gossip been getting out and about. Murmurs of Marjorie's alleged close connections to Steve's protector, the monumental enormous blast, are wherever, while the profundities of their affiliation stay obfuscated in secret. It's sufficient to get people talking and eyes broadening it, digging further into Marjorie's beyond a Pandora's crate of disclosures. Anticipates proclamations from her ex. Give a slip look into the labyrinth of her past connections. And she just went off on me, right? In light of the fact that she had caught wind of the book, found out about me composing the book, and the most eyebrow-raising drawing matches between the comedic virtuoso Steve Harvey and Marjorie's own dad. It's an obscure correlation, yet one that leaves fans inquisitive about the further elements at play in Marjorie's heartfelt choices. And discussing Marjorie's heartfelt past, it is by all accounts loaded with stories of prohibited love allegations, have world-painting her as the other lady in some former circles of drama. While substantial proof is filtered, the simple murmurs keep the interest alive. How about we first say that you shouldn't feel regretful for, in the midst of the snared stories and disclosures, there's a splendid star that has been reliably sparkling me. Lori Harvey, this sprouting design expert and socialite, however not limited by blood to Steve, has created a spot for herself so cozily inside the Harvey family. One could try and confuse her with Steve's own, given the way in which she's habitually spotted next to them at tip-top get-togethers and honorary pathway occasions. This dynamic demonstrates that family isn't generally characterized by DNA, and some of the time the picked ties tie more tight throughout the long term. She's shown me so much, and I know some of the time she felt like she was conversing with a wall. Yet I certainly retained everything this unbelievable security she imparts to the Harveys isn't captivating, tremendously endearing. It's a story. Emphasizes that affection in some cases can scaffold even the most significant partitions. And as we disentangle Marjorie's puzzling past, it's clear that each decision she's made adds a one-of-a-kind string to this fantastic embroidery they've woven as a family. Now Lori, as of late, dropped a few remarks that have been knocking some people's socks off. While she's been for the most part tactful about family undertakings, her referencing of going through difficult situations in the midst of the murmurs regarding Steve and Marjorie's relationship is a smidgen too prominent. One can't resist the urge to contemplate whether she's indicating the reputed disturbance in the Harvey conjugal boat. Her sincere request, encouraging everybody to look past the show and everything, plainly typifies the profound, exciting ride these bits of gossip probably caused. After all, underneath the breathtaking exterior slaves to have hearts that hurt, dreams that break, and feelings that falter. Yet insiders report that Lori is more direct when not an open a source near the family. As of late shared that Lori, while keen to replace inside the Harvey group, hasn't forever been excited about the perplexing elements having an effect on everything. She generally appeared to need an exit plan from the shadows of those connections. Yet it's practically unexpected the way that she appears to reflect a portion of their examples in her own connections. The insider trusted another dear companion, commented Lors had her reasonable portion of hurricane sentiments, and individuals around her can't resist the urge to see the equals between her adoration life and the tales that course about her family. Maybe history is rehashing the same thing in a manner she probably won't actually completely perceive. This feeling isn't detached. Discussions inside her inward circle have frequently suggested Lore's battles with finding enduring affection, similar as the turbulent waves that appear to crash upon the shores of the Harvey conjugal scene. And keeping in mind that the family presents a unified front, those in the know recommend the developing distance among Steve and Marjorie. It's miserable yet not unexpected. Lori appears to have dealt with it, murmured another source. It resembles their two lonely wandering souls. The security appears to be more required than energetic. She's prepared herself for anything that what's to come holds for them. It's an obvious fact that Lori, with her in vogue looks and faultless style, frequently graces the pages of top-level magazines. Yet insiders' ongoing explanations propose a world past the cameras, where familial ties are tried and strength is constructed in the event that the murmured stories of Steve and Marjorie's conjugal hiccups are something other than unmerited chad. It's obvious that the Harvey family is exploring through a few blustery waters. And as is much of the time the case, the waves of such disturbances contact each part, making a permanent imprint on the actual texture of their affectionate unit. Diving further into the Harvey family adventure, it's difficult to neglect the monstrous load on Lori Harvey's shoulders, given her double job as Steve's embraced girl and a delegate for the more youthful Harvey's. Lore's own encounters with the media are just escalated now. We should zoom out and consider the master plan the Harveys, led by the charming Steve, have turned into an encapsulation of determination and solidarity. In the public eye, their story, loaded up with its thrill ride minutes, has graced endless titles, painting them as a family that stays together through various challenges. Yet, like a novel with heaps of subtext, their story has complexities that frequently evade the easygoing spectator. And in point, the twirling murmurs regarding Steve and Marjorie's marriage. This new section has added one more aspect to their story, and at the core, all things considered, Lori Harvey not limited by blood, but rather by affection and shared encounters. Lore's job is crucial in understanding the changing elements of the Harvey family. She's the scaffold between ages, representing the advancement of the Harvey inheritance. At the center of attention, notice any open occasion, and you'll observe the unmistakable connection among Lori and Steve. It's not only the open shots or honorary pathway minutes that say a lot, it's their common process, their preliminaries, wins, and shared development canine. I love this young lady best thing for me. Now we going to work, now we going make a climate of adoration. And everyone's welcomed into their story offers a powerful update that behind the marvelousness, there's a world loaded up with certifiable feelings challenges and a purpose to stand firm in spite of the chances I'm so defensive of her, since I understand what she up surmise yet. It's Lore's one-of-a-kind vantage point that offers an uncommon look in the background, the clues she drops, the unobtrusive gestures to the family's preliminaries, all recommend a significant close-to-home association with the reports that have been flowing growing up in the midst of blaze bulbs and titles. Lori presents a perspective that is crude and profoundly private. For a really long time, the Harveys have been the best quality level for dealing with contentions with elegance. They've stood bound together, supporting family values, even despite misfortune. Yet the tempest mists, gathering around the claims concerning Steve and Marjorie's marriage, may very well be their hardest test yet. Lori, with her connections to both the past and the fate of the Harvey name, offers an interesting focal point into the close-to-home undercurrents of these new occasions. The Harvey dramatization isn't unfurling on titles. It's causing disturbances in the remark segments. Also, fans have taken to stages like YouTube to voice their viewpoints. And how about we say feelings are running high, getting going with one client's remark? They accept Steve Harvey's clever ways have brought him during that time, absent a lot of flounder they referenced. I questioned, assuming Steve Harvey is making any